Well, I'm Kenny Lowry. Today we're going to take a look at what we're going to call the Old Stump Fountain. This is a very unique fountain. It is a mold made of an old hickory stump, and then it's made into our GFRC product. The GFRC stands for glass fiber reinforced concrete. It has the look, the feel, and the texture of real rock or a real wooden log in this case, at about 1/5 the weight. It is a mold made of it and then it's cast it, and the detail, which I'll show you at the end of the video here, is just amazing. Now, about our GFRC products, ours are the most realistic on the market. I hand-pick every one of these, and so these are going to be the best. I've seen maybe some others that didn't look as good as ours do. Ours, I just have to prove to people all the time to come to our retail location that they're not real. They really don't believe me. I'll have to flip the rocks over and things like that to show them that they're not real. We also, the finish on them, I do every one of these to finish myself. I don't trust anybody else to do the finish. I do the finish on all of these. It's a skill that I've learned over the last 14 years. So it's something that I've made a lot of ugly stuff in the beginning, believe me, until I learned and mastered how to do this. We're using acid, we don't use paint. That acid is a permanent color. And it also paint, if you'll get into this, I'll show you in the detail, paint would fill this in. It would take away from the real look of it. And do the same thing on boulders. It takes away from the real look of it. And not only that, paint has to be reapplied in the future. This acid doesn't. So this is a permanent color. It's a chemical reaction with the mineral content in it. And it just adds to the real look of it. Now, I'll grab the camera up here and show you close, but I also want to point out, this is one of those fountains that you can set up kind of yourself. A lot of the fountains, whether it be an urn or a boulder, most of them the water comes out. There's really not a whole lot you can do yourself to them because it's just like a one piece. This one's one of those things you can kind of set it up the way you want. Now, I have it flowing off what I call the front, although there is no front. This fountain kind of slopes back this way, so we have it flowing down that front side, and we have it tilted to do that. If you don't tilt it, it's going to come out all sides, and when it comes out the back, it actually falls away, so you'll get more sound that way, but you also get more splash. We have it on a 4x4 basin, and you can kind of tinker with it yourself on your end and kind of maybe get both, where the water's falling out the back or the front or the sides or whatever you want to do. You can tilt it yourself until you find that spot to where it's not splashing too much. Or if you want a bigger pump, we can put a bigger pump, and then you can go to the larger collection area. Those are all variables we can put together for you. All we need to know is what you want. Now, we have this pluming here at the top. This is a shallow pool of water. It's probably 8-10 inches deep. And we have that pluming at the top. Now, you don't have to have that. If you don't want that plume, it can just kind of come out gently. It's however you want it to be. This is one of those fountains, too, that makes sense to maybe have a light up here. Some fountains that are more pyramid shaped, you can shine a light basically all the way to the top of the item. This is not one of those. This is a wide, flat top, so you're not going to have light up here unless we put it in there for you. Uplighting would be a must. On all fountains, it really greatly adds to it. Right now, I'll grab the camera and show you up close just how great this item looks. Has a really good sound. Water falling on water always gives you a really good sound. You can kind of see that pool. I think you can probably see the shallow pool there. And just look at the detail on that. That is amazing detail. I mean, you really just cannot tell that that's not a real stump. And I'll put my hand in there and you can see the texture, every detail that was on that mother stump, we'll call it, is on this. I mean, just look at that amazing detail there. And you can tell this was an old stump just by the way when the stump is decaying, you get that back there. You don't get that from a fresh cut or a stump that's just fallen over or something like that. That has to be a decaying stump. And you can kind of see that backside where it slopes to the back, and you can see where the water, if it came out there, would be falling away from it, which may be what you want.